As you are aware, the schedule had already been published for JoSAA. It was expected to come by around 10 o'clock today morning, and the first round of allotment has already been published. I think most of you are already aware of how to get your results and things like that. So you can go to the JoSAA's website, josaa.nic.in. You can click on view seat allotment results. And then you'll be redirected to a particular website, and you can click on this application number. You can enter your application number, your credentials, you can log in, and you can find the seat that has been allotted to you. Okay. Now, when you log in, on the left-hand side, you'll be able to see something that's very, very important, seat allotment result. There'll be a tab which talks about that being new. So if you click on seat allotment result, you will get a message says you have been allotted a seat. You click on the seat allotment result on the left-hand side here, you will get a message that talks about which institute you have got into, which rank of viewers have been used, what's your category, and things like that. Okay, so this is of one of our students who've got into SPA Delhi. The credentials have been hidden, obviously. Okay, now once that is done, the next important step that you have to do is you have to download the seat allotment slip. It's also called the download initial seat allotment intimation slip. Now you click on that, you'll be able to see a lot of things. Click on the print option that is available, save a copy for that and keep it. Okay, to everyone who has been watching, if there are any questions, you can post it in the live chat box. Now, once that is done, once you have taken a printout of the same, the next thing that you have to do is you have to give your willingness. Now, what is this willingness? There are lots of students who are confused about which one to give and things like that. So willingness, there are three ways in which you can give your willingness. Okay, the first one is freeze, the second one is slide, the third one is float. If you have got your first preference, you have the option of giving multiple preferences, right? So you would have given, let's say, 16 preferences. If you have given 16 preferences, and if you have got the first preference of yours that you have given, then the only thing that you can do is freeze. Freeze basically means you are accepting that particular seat and you're happy with it. Okay. Now, this would be the option that would be visible if you are taking the willingness. Please note, this is for those candidates who have got the first preference itself. You might have given SPA Delhi as your first preference. If you have got that, you can just click on the freeze. When we're choosing freeze, what happens? They have written here. Okay, now just to compare between what is freeze and float, freeze means you're accepting the seat. Okay, but you're not wanting to participate in any further rounds. So freeze can be opted by anyone who has got a seat, be it your first preference, be it your second, third, seventh preference, whatever it is. What I said earlier was if you have got your first preference, then the only option that you will get out of freeze, float, slide would be freeze only. Now, freeze means you're accepting the seat. It also means that you do not wish to take part in any further rounds. So that means what you've got, you're happy with that. So if you've got, let's say, your third preference out of 16, and you're happy with that, you do not want to go into the first or second preference institute, you can click freeze there. So freeze means you're accepting it. You do not want to be considered in the subsequent rounds of admission or allotment. The other thing is float. Float basically means you are accepting that offer and you also want your higher options to be considered. So if you have got your third option, you want in the subsequent rounds, round 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and all, in all those rounds, you want your second or first option also to be considered. So those preferences would also be considered. Float is the best option that you can select. Okay. Apart from freeze and float, the third thing that you can select is slide. So in willingness, freeze, float, and slide are the three options that you can select. Slide basically means you can slide from one particular program to other in the same campus. So let's say if you're talking about BTech, then you can move from computer science to civil in the same NIT. Okay. Now, once that is done, there are certain points that you also need to note. Please note slide and float options will not be available after the last round and all. You can go through these bullet points. This I have taken it from the business rules. Okay. Now, there would also be students who haven't gotten the first round. Please note, you do not have to be dejected. There are 6 rounds. There are 6 rounds for JoSAA. And even after that, you have a CSAB round that's coming up. Okay. So in the first round, they give seats to the students and they ask them to pay the seat acceptance fee. A lot of students, as you are already aware, their state level architecture counseling is going on. So a lot of students decide not to go for JoSAA. So they might leave their seats and all. So for those students, there are chances to get campuses in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth round and all. So if you have started taking part, please do take part till the 6th round at least. Okay. Okay. Venu has asked, can we change our preferences? We'll be coming to that, but to give a quick answer, you do not have the option of changing your preferences. You do not have the option of changing the order. You do not have the option of rearranging your preferences. You do not have the option of deleting or adding any other institute. It has already been completed. When you were given time till 20, I think 22nd or 21st, that was it. That was the only time that they had given for changing options, preferences, and all. Okay. And any further doubts that you have, you can contact us at 8086111024. Now, once you've got the document, once you've got your seat, which campus you have got into, once you've given your willingness also, the second step is also completed. The third thing that you need to do is your documents, the documents that are to be uploaded have to be given. Please note this has to be done in the next couple of days. By 26th, I think is the last date as per JoSAA schedule. Everyone who has got a seat, if you want to join, you should upload the documents. It's not that you have to upload it only after the 6 rounds, or it's not that you have to upload it only after the 4 rounds. You have to upload the documents now itself in the next 2 or 3 days. Okay. You have the option upload documents on the left-hand side. You can click on that. Okay. Now, before that, we had seen the download initial seat allotment letter. In that, you can see which are the documents that are generally required. Class 10 certificate or birth certificate, which proves when you were born, the date of birth into which you were born. Then your 12th mark list. If you belong to any particular category or community, the certificate that proves that. State of eligibility proofs of certificate, very, very important and probably the most asked question. Now, what is state of eligibility? State of eligibility just says which state you've completed your 12th standard from. You might have seen HS and OS in the allotments. HS stands for home state. OS stands for other states. Let's say, for example, you belong to Tamil Nadu. You are somebody who had written your 12th standard from Tamil Nadu. So your home state is Tamil Nadu and your home NIT becomes NIT Trichy. So when you are applying for NIT Trichy, you will be considered under the HS quota, that is home state quota. On the contrary, if the same student is trying to apply for NIT Calicut, he or she would be considered for the other state quota. So I hope that is clear. And for that, to clarify which state you belong to, which state you have completed your 12th standard, is the state of eligibility proof that is required. So then the question is, what do you upload there? Now, what you have to upload is your 12th standard mark list or your 12th standard certificate. The thing that is required in that is they should have clearly mentioned which school you have completed your 12th from, or which state is it that you have completed your 12th from. So it should be clearly mentioned in that particular document. They might have given as code KLTN or Tamil Nadu, Gujarat, or whatever it is. So if that is there, then you can straight away upload the state of eligibility proof. I think that is the most requested question in the last 4 or 5 hours that I have got. Okay. Then seat acceptance fee is the next thing that you have to pay. We'll look into that. This is the entire list of documents that are to be uploaded. So your 10th mark list or your birth certificate. So you have to upload only any one, either your 10th mark list or your birth certificate. Whichever one has your 12th, your date of birth, that would be enough. The next thing is 12th standard mark list. The third one is your category certificate. Now, there are some students who are asking if in the state of eligibility, I am giving 12th standard, then in the 12th mark list also, I am giving 12th standard. Isn't it the same document for 2 places? Yes, it's the same. Your 12th standard mark list, your state of eligibility can be the same document, no issues. Upload it twice. Okay. Now, the other thing is if you belong to any particular category, community and all, let's say SC, ST or OBC and CLL, please upload that corresponding document. Here, one important thing you need to notice in case of OBC NCL or general EWS, you need to upload a very recent certificate. They've very clearly mentioned the date, 1st April 2022. A lot of students have sent us the document which were taken, I think, in March. So when it was taken in the March, they were asking about whether that can be, they had taken it for JE. So can that be uploaded? The simple answer is no, you cannot upload that. If you don't have a document, please try to get the certificate as soon as possible. So the certificate has to be issued after 1st of April. I'm talking about OBC NCL certificate or general AWS certificate. Now, students who belong to the PWD category, their certificate is required. Everyone will need to upload a bank check, cross bank check or image of the passport that you have. Medical certificate again is required for everyone. Passport, if there are students who've done their 12th standard from NRI, you need to submit your passport, and admit card again is required for everyone. Okay, so these are the mandatory documents that are required. Everyone who is watching, if there are any further questions, please do post it in the live chat box. We would be happy to respond. Okay. Now, the 4th step. So the first step was viewing your seat. The second, viewing your result. The second step was to give the willingness. So as I said, there are three options for willingness: freeze, slide, or float. The third step that you have to do is uploading of documents. Now, once the documents are uploaded, the fourth thing that you have to do is to pay the seat acceptance fee. All these things have to be completed by 26th, if the schedule that I remember is correctly. So you have to pay the seat acceptance fee. The acceptance fee varies from 50,000 or 35,000. 15,000 is for students who belong to the SC, ST, or other categories, and 35,000 is for the rest of them. Okay, so general category students, OBC, NCL students, and all, it is 35,000. Now, one question which students have been asking in this is, I am eligible for, I'm somebody who has been selected into NIT Calicut, let's say. I'm eligible for fee waiver. So where do I get that? Why is it that I have to pay 35,000? Please note, the fee waiver does not happen with JoSAA. It only happens with the institute. So you need to contact the institute. It is with you and them that the coordination about fee waiver is going to happen. Okay. Moving on, the seat acceptance fee, once you click on that, you will be able to see that particular sheet. And in that, every individual student, how much they have to pay, every individual student, that amount would be made visible. For example, in the case of the student who got into SPA Delhi, the amount that he or she is required to pay as of now is 35,000 rupees. You have to do it before the 26th. Okay. If there are any questions to everyone who is watching, please do let me know in the live chat box. Okay, I think okay, students in the live chat box are helping themselves out. Okay, great. Now this is the schedule, and you have to go and if you look at the schedule, it's quite clearly mentioned that you need to pay the fee, upload the document, and if there are any queries that are being raised by the JoSAA authorities, you need to pay. You need to respond to all of that by 26th of September, 5 p.m. So your document uploading, seat acceptance fee, responding to queries, all these things have to be completed within that. Otherwise, you would not be considered for the further round. So everyone who has got an allotment, please take care of this. Okay, please do not delay in responding all these things. If there is anything that you haven't got the documents, or probably you're not able to respond to the queries or anything of that sort, please do respond. Or if you still need help, you can contact us. Okay. Now moving on. Okay, so response to the query. So this is one of the reasons why I would request every one of you to log in at least twice every day. Log in at least twice in the morning and evening, and see if there are any queries that they have raised. There might be multiple queries that could come. Like I think in the last year, from what I remember, there were questions like some of this OBC certificate was not accepted. Some of this, I think the major issue was with state of eligibility. Yes, last year the major issue was with state of eligibility. A lot of students had uploaded their nativity certificate. No, nativity certificate is not what they're asking for. They want to know from where you have completed your 12th standard, from where you have written your examination. Okay, in which state was that particular school. Okay, and there were also students who were asking, like, I have written my improvement examination from a different state. So will that be my state of eligibility? No. From where you have written your major chunk of examinations, if there are 5 subjects or 6 subjects, from where you have written that, that is the state of eligibility for you. Okay. Now, yes, regarding medical certificate, yes, medical certificate is required. There were students who are asking, is it for just a few students or is it for everyone? It is for everyone. Everyone will have to give a medical certificate. More than a medical certificate, it's actually something that proves your fitness. So it's required for everyone. Okay. Again, coming towards the end of this, yes, there were some FAQs that a lot of students have asked. I think I've covered most of that. Is medical certificate mandatory for all candidates? Yes, medical certificate is mandatory for everyone. If you haven't got that, please try to get it as soon as possible, preferably from any government doctor. If not, worst case scenario, you can also get it from somebody who has done the MBBS. Okay. OBC NCL certificate was issued to me on 1st of March 2022. Can I upload it? No, you cannot. You should not. You will definitely get a query. They will reject it. So you need to upload OBC NCL certificates, the general EWS certificates, which are issued only after the 1st of April 2022. Okay. Can we rearrange the choices? You cannot rearrange the choices. So as per the JoSAA's business rules, they have clearly mentioned that 10-day window that they had given is only wherein you were able to change the choices. It will not be extended under any circumstances. Okay. You won't be able to add choices. You also won't be able to delete any choices. You won't be able to rearrange also. So that thing is over. It is complete. You're not able to change that again. Okay. So that is done. Fourth question, when to upload these documents? Some of the students were asking, aren't we supposed to upload it after the sixth round, after we decide on which institute we are going to join? Because in every round, the campuses might change. No, it is not like that. JoSAA verifies the documents. So in the first allotment, in the first round that has happened right now, if you haven't submitted the documents, you won't be considered for the next rounds. Okay. And please note, if you have any further doubts, you can contact us at 8086111024, or you can also DM us at Instagram. I would request the host to please share the link of Instagram also in the live chat box. If there are any further doubts, please do post us there. Okay. We have some really wonderful results which we have got this time. We have the Kerala State topper who is our student. So we have some really good results. We also have new batches for JEE, NATA and all that are starting. Any questions, any queries regarding that, you can shoot it into Instagram. We will be happy to help you out. Okay. Moving on with the FAQs, I think I've got some questions in the live chat also. Okay, I'll take them one by one. Akshay sir, can I download the allotment letter and freeze the option today and tomorrow? We'll upload the documents and fees like things. Or this is all done by one stretch? No, you can do it later on, no issues. So you have time till 26th, Akshay. So you can download the document today. You can give your willingness, well and great. Uploading documents, you can do it tomorrow. Fee payment, you can do it day after tomorrow. Finish it off by 25th. Okay, keep 26th as the buffer date, just in case if there are any issues. They also have to look at it, query has to be asked and things like that. No? I hope Akshay's doubt has been cleared. Another question by Lishant. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Sir, I unknowingly uploaded nativity certificate. Can I be able to change it? You should be able to change it. You should be able to change it. Please log in and see if you're able to change it. If you're not able to change it, please do contact us. Okay. The number to contact and the Instagram link has also been given. So either you can DM us on Instagram or you can contact us at 8086111024. And please don't think whether you're a THiNC student or not or things like that. We are just here to help you out. So you can contact us for any sort of doubt that you have. There are no bad questions. There are only curious minds out there. Okay, so any questions that you have, please do shoot it to us. Okay. Okay, and now they're asking for caste validity. So caste certificate, what format should I upload? So if you're talking about the SC or ST certificate, whatever is the format that you have got into, the only thing is it should be in English. So if you have got it, you can upload it straight away. If you still have doubts, you can DM us that particular format. We'll look at it and tell you whether that's valid or not. Okay. Akshay says, okay, that's great. Tanvi Gupta, where are we asked for gap year certificate? So in gap year certificate, what happens is, again, this is institution centric. It varies from one institution to other. Sometimes SPs ask for gap certificate. NITs do not ask for gap certificate. So this basically varies. Now, how this has to be done is, once you are complete with the fourth or the sixth round, once that is complete and you have decided, and JoSAA and you have decided upon which campus you're going to, which institute you are going into, then in that particular institute's website, it would be visible. The gap certificate format would be visible. You can go to their website, download that particular format, fill it up and upload it. So I remember last year, I think SPA Delhi had asked. So I think it's mostly SPAs. I think it's mostly SPAs who ask for gap certificate and things like that. So this happens after the sixth round, because this varies. No, in the first round, you might have got, let's say, NIT Raipur. Then you might get in the second round, NIT Nagpur. Then in the third round, NIT Trichy. Then in the fourth round, SPA Delhi. So everywhere you have to give separate gap certificate. So they've made it a bit more easier. You can get it finally after getting allotted. You can get it from the website of the institute that you have got into. Okay. Then, okay. Now the other questions that are being asked. Okay, is passport mandatory? Now, passport is mandatory for all those students who've done their 12th standard from other countries. So you will have to prove that you have not done your 12th standard from this particular state or this particular country. So for them, passport is required. Okay, if I got allotment in round 1 and I didn't accept the seat, then can I participate in subsequent rounds? No. You will have to do all these 4 processes. That is, you'll have to look at your result, you'll have to give your willingness, you'll have to upload the documents, and you will have to pay the seat acceptance fee. Once that is done, then only you'll be able to take part in the next round. Okay. Then, yeah, I think regarding the state of eligibility certificate, what is to be uploaded for state of eligibility, I think we have already told them, we have already mentioned in the live that state of eligibility is something that is required for everyone. You need to prove from which state you've completed your 12th standard. So from which state you've written your 12th standard exam. Okay. Okay, so I think these were most of the questions that were being asked. Okay, and the schedule has already been published. It's almost frozen. They're not changing much of the things. I think they're following it to the final. All the rounds, I think they would be following with respect to this only. The first round has come up properly. I think only the results were a bit delayed. BARCH results were a bit delayed. So by 26th, that is from today onwards, till 26th, you will have to upload the documents, pay the fee, give your willingness and things like that. Till 27th, you can respond to queries which are being asked by JoSAA. But please note, please log on to your profile at least twice a day. Please log on to your profiles. Okay. Now, any further questions that you have? See, in the JoSAA webpage, when you log in, no, on the left-hand side, you would be able to see something like this. For NIT related admissions, you can contact these institutes. So I think it sort of varies in certain profiles. So in your profile, whoever contact details and mobile numbers have been provided, you can contact them for any further doubts and all. Okay. So I think that would be it. If there are any further questions and all, please do post it in the live chat box. We would be happy to respond. And regarding the medical certificates, or let's say, for example, the OBC certificates and all, please do use only the JoSAA formats. Where do you get the JoSAA formats? You can get it from their website. If you're still not able to find it, please do ask us. We would be happy to help you out. Okay. And these are the other helpline numbers that JoSAA has given. So you can definitely go and talk to them also. Or if you have any doubts, you can contact us 8086111024. Either you can call us or you can WhatsApp us. Please do not forget to subscribe to this particular channel if you're finding the content interesting. Any further questions, please do post in the live chat box. We would be happy to respond. Or on that note, yes, I think there aren't any mini questions that are coming up. So thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in for this short live. If there are any further questions, either you can post it below this video or you can shoot it to our Instagram. You can DM us at Instagram, or you can contact us at this number 8086111024 WhatsApp, or you can call them. You can call us. Okay. So that would be it in this particular video, in this particular session. This is Suraj and THiNC Institute of Design signing off. Thank you. Thank you, host.